Hey, my name is Angelo. Welcome to Nation's Voice Tower. I have lots of updates for today's or for this minute's update, and then I will tell you what that we need to discuss these things. I told you we'll keep a follow up on Godwin Emiefele's case. All right. Now there are some names that have begun to erupt from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Yes, these names are coming out and they are allegedly linked. Yes, there are rumors everywhere that these names are linked to Godwin Emiefele, the former and suspended CBN or governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. All right. Yes, so this is the update I'm on for the first line of updates I have for you today. The Godwin Emiefele case has attracted lots of public attention, and people are wondering and people are eager to know what Godwin Emiefele has done. Okay, so this particular expose, this is a secret file. You will confirm it in the next days to come. So you will confirm that Nation Voice Tower gave you the news before you knew about it. So our informants from the inside dropped these updates for us. Okay, and now Emiefele has allegedly, or rumors are going around that Emiefele has begun to link people. All right, although we're yet to really buttress our points on this, but we're going to confirm it anytime the news comes out. All right, so we'll just give it to you so you will know that something is happening before Nigeria allows you to hear it. Now, some links have been traced back to the CBN deputy governor, one of the CBN deputy governors. You know, there are 4 deputy governors in the Central Bank of Nigeria. One of them has been linked to certain funds, especially, and there are lots of links that are saying she was part of the Emiefele scam and all that, or Emiefele case and all that. Now, she has been arrested. Yes, that is legit. She has been arrested, and those links and those millions of naira have been linked to Polaris Bank and the alleged ownership of Titan Bank. You know, some months ago, Titan Bank, actually bought the shares of Union Bank. That is, by the grace of God, they have put Union Bank into extinction. Yes, and that is how it should be. All right, so this news is coming to tell us straightforwardly what happened that had to implicate this deputy governor, Polaris Bank, and Titan Bank, formerly known as Union Bank. Yes, the deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, in charge of financial system stability, that is the designation or the portfolio of this particular deputy governor that is in trouble right now. The deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, in charge of financial system stability, Aisha N. Ahmad, has been allegedly arrested and detained by the Directorate of the State Security or Department of the State Security, DSS, over the fraudulent acquisition, please listen, over the fraudulent acquisition of shares in Polaris Bank and Titan Bank, formerly known as Union Bank. She is currently being interrogated and has made some revelations on certain amounts of money. Before I tell you about the revelations she made, I would like you to know that the Titan Bank is owned, or the CEO of Titan Bank, which we don't know if she's a bait, or she's a third party, or she's a crony, yes, or let's say yes, or she's somebody that they used to, you know, obtain that bank. But this woman, Miss Adaeze Udensi, that is the CEO of Titan Bank, whatsoever, has not been linked to this CBN deputy governor yet. That is Aisha N. Ahmad. But the story from our source says Aisha N. Ahmad allegedly put hands in acquisition of some shares in Titan Bank. That means she may not necessarily own the whole share. Okay, so she actually made revelations on how $300 million was availed to complete the acquisition of Union Bank. And this $300 million was raised by them. That is what is down now. All right, that is what is happening now. It was raised by now. For her to come out and say the 300 million was raised by Titan Bank, that means she has the greater link and she has an upper hand in Titan Bank. We will continue to check the Godwin Emiefele case and see what how many people are getting implicated into that particular case over time. Until all facts are established, I think they will still keep Godwin Emiefele in detention until all people involved in this are caught up. So we're yet to establish the strong links between this deputy governor, that is Aisha N. Ahmad, and the Polaris Bank, although she has availed how $300 million was used to acquire the Titan Bank. Okay, so it's no longer news that she has shares in Polaris and Titan Bank. We will establish stronger links and bring the updates to you. But Godwin Emiefele, wow, I don't think he will go out from this in the near future or in any short period of time. Yes, maybe you should be talking about next year or something like that. That is so sad. All right. Now, I want to talk about something about governance. But before I go further, I would like to give the importance or what I think is the implication of the Godwin Emiefele case. I feel that lots of bankers in the Central Bank of Nigeria, high-ranking officers, will be implicated all the more over time. So I will just urge you to keep your ears to the ground so that as we bring you updates of people who are implicated, we'll be able to establish those facts. Now, on the issue of governance and rejuvenation of the political periphery and system of Nigeria, Bishop Matthew Hassan Koka, a Catholic bishop and cleric, has called on Nigerians and he has urged them on the need to collaborate with good lawmakers, people from the National Assembly that are of good reputation for a renewed Nigeria. Yes, he felt that Nigerians should be more responsible, Nigerians should be more observant, Nigerians should pay more attention to everything happening in the political space, so that there will be, there will be sort of alertness, or let's say there will be sort of yes, let me use the word capability from Nigerians to be able to deduce which lawmaker is suitable or which lawmaker is actually ready to work, so that they could collaborate with these people and make Nigeria a better place to be. Of course, he believes that Nigeria can be a better place to be if you collaborate with the right people, and collaboration with the right people can actually dispel any sort of tendency of political problems and conundrums. Please, next on your screen is Bishop Matthew Hassan Koka. Stay tuned.
Here in Nigeria, we are quite anxious, quite agitated by the slow pace of progress. But what has always been of interest to me in Nigeria is that we always get angry at the same thing and about the same time. And the volume of noise doesn't seem to change between the intellectuals, the political actors, and the ordinary people. It's a sad commentary because these processes ought to be anchored on pretty deep reflection and deep thinking. And I think that is why what we're trying to do here, or what has already been undertaken, is of great importance and great significance. And one of the difficulties with talking about Nigeria is that the assumption is that everybody who's gone into public life is a crook and is going there because they don't have any other thing to do with their lives. And I think that progress can only happen to us if we have the capacity and the ability to identify certain individuals, even if we don't reward them, because in the National Assembly, there must be people, individuals, with enough passion. It doesn't really matter where they come from, but we should be able to identify those kind of people and see how best we can collaborate. And I think that if there is anything we'll take away from this conversation, is the need for greater collaboration, because many of us are purely spectators. And to the extent, politics is not just about going out to vote. It's not even about belonging to a political party. It's about enough passion and enough concern about the issues around us. The people who are in the National Assembly have not been picked from another planet. They're all part and parcel of us. We have elections, everybody is frustrated. But deep down inside us, Nigerians, the only elections that are fraudulent are the ones that my brother or my friend lost. But the election that my candidate won and my brother won, the person I'm interested in won, no matter how crooked they may be, as far as we are concerned, the elections were free, fair, and credible. It's a bit agonizing to hear politicians, as you often hear in Nigeria. Politicians will tell you, they wrote the manifesto in my bedroom for our political parties. We wrote it in my room. And you have a situation in which 80% or 90% of the population and even members of the party have no idea about what the manifesto looks like. Because for us, politics is just about holding on to power. What we'll do with it, it's a different thing altogether. So I'm hopeful that Nigerians can become sufficiently interested in the constitution, even the claims made by political parties in their manifestos. Because if we are not interested in this, we keep using the famous expression, holding them to account. You cannot hold them to account if you don't know what it is they were committed to. We are in politics in Africa at a very difficult time. And as you can see right across the world, the rise of illiberal democratic movements and so on, we are, instead of expanding the political space, there is a severe constriction of the political space by all kinds of forces. So we need solutions to our problems.
Okay, you've heard it there, and I wouldn't say much on that, because the truth remains that whatever is happening in the Nigerian political space would happen again and again and again until we Nigerians rise to our own change, all right, and collaborate with the positive-looking lawmakers, people who have worked for their own constituencies, people who have earned, a very, very positive name and reputation for themselves, people whose track record speaks very, very well for themselves, so that, in no distant time, Nigeria will be able to, be called as one of the greatest African nations, okay, that has ever existed, because this is our dream, and this will always be our point of all, this will always be our aim or objective, to be one of the biggest countries in Africa and compete with higher or bigger countries in the world. Now, finally, I want to say something on the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal and the final judgment. Yes, Ezengo Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, I think Nyesom Wike should be expelled from the PDP. This particular video, I think, tells the whole story, all right? Because he has boasted about the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal. He has boasted about how INEC should be accredited, or INEC should be applauded for, conducting a free and fair and credible elections. Seriously, did INEC conduct a free and fair and credible elections? So why is Wike saying what he's saying in his office? Is it because he has been put in the hem of affairs? Is it because he's at the topmost tier of power? He's now backlashing his former, yes, I was calling his former party, because I don't think with all this that he has done, I don't think he will spend more time in the PDP. Yes, his days in the PDP are numbered. So I'm using this to call on the expulsion of Wike from the PDP. He is not worthy to be a PDP member. He has been found guilty of anti-party activities. We must not take him to any court or apply any constitution. We have seen it vividly and crystal clearly that he has worked for the APC in the recently concluded elections. Let me let you with Nyesom Wike while he was interviewed in his office by Seun Akimbaloye of Channels News. Listen to what he had to say. I'm surprised Nyesom Wike is still in Nigeria, because what he was saying, I don't think he should be a PDP member. He should just denounce himself and join the APC, so that we will know that this is what he has done. Stay tuned.
Since you were talking about the equity and fairness, and for that president should come from the South, would you have thought about working with Peter Obi, since he's also...
No, I know that he wouldn't win election. Let me tell you, see, I'm a realist. And that's why you should praise INEC. That they would not have done, they would not have done, they would not have said, okay, 100 no. But for me, with the way the election went, it was a tough election. I give it to INEC. It was a tough election. There's no way. I've been in this game for how long? Very long. It's not about you. Only you can be a good material, right? But again, the reality of Ghana at that time appeared not to be favorable to you.
So you think Peter Obi could not have muscled win an election in 2023 election?
No, I can tell you that, no. Forget about sentiment, I can tell you that. Yes, as a young man, people would have preferred that. But look at how the vote went. What happened in the North? What happened in the North?
Are you surprised on how much votes that Peter Obi got? Do you think that he would have muscled those kind of votes?
Let me tell you. That's why you see, there's this generational change. The young people, I say, look, we're tired. Right? So for them, the only hope they were having is going to be as a young person or as a younger person compared to all the other candidates. But unknown to them, that is not the reality of Nigerian politics. They didn't take into cognizance ethnicity is a factor. They didn't take into cognizance religion is a factor. Not only competence. That is the reality of Nigerian politics.
So Peter Obi is competent.
I have never said he's not competent, there's all of them competent. That's when I just made a choice.
If Peter Obi run in 2027,
I don't know.
You think he has a good chance?
We don't know who they are alive, who know they are alive. This is about, we don't know who they are alive. So the issue of we're talking about this one now. We are now going to 2027. So I don't want to talk about it. One thing I've never, and which I've told my people, don't allow so much influence of this social media. So much lies are told. So much lies. There are things people come and show me. I just shake my head. It is not about whether you're happy. It's about, did you comply with what the law says? It's not about whether you're happy. It's not about whether your people or your social media handlers and Twitter handlers are happy or not. That's not the issue. The issue is, did you comply?
They have the right to go to the Supreme Court.
Why not?
So when they go to the upstairs, are you worried that the Supreme Court might deviate from the position of the trial court?
You know, if you know those you are dealing with, if I say, I'm not worried now, they'll say, oh, we are not even going, you knew. They know what they are doing. You know, actually, I know these people. I know them. They are propagandists. They can turn white to black. And you think that it is real. They pick on anything and adumbrate it. Say, look at it. Who said it? Look at what you are saying. Look at what the Justice of the didn't say. And the other man's program. What did she say? Now look, what is all this intimidating judge? Allow them to do their work. At the end of the day, you cannot say whatever you want to say. This is not the style we should do. What happened? Ah! No, this people will do this, this will do that. Who's going to listen to this kind of intimidation?
Okay, all said and done. I am very happy that you heard it from Nyesom Wike. And I know you're laughing like me too, because whatever he was saying there was like an acted movie, alright? I think he's talking from a script. So let me not say, he's even trying to bring examples with what Justice Mary Odili said, former Justice Mary Odili said. Why is he bringing it up? Does that confirm the link between two of them? That means really there is something going on between two of them. Politically, let me say. Yes, that means really she does his biddings. Because of all people, he didn't single out Wole, yes, he didn't single out Wole Olanipekun. There, the counsel to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who made a statement. He didn't single out other people. He singled out the woman to embellish her reputation. That confirms something. That means they are really working together. Is it because she's married to his godfather? Yes, because I will call Odili, somebody, Peter Odili, the former governor of Rivers State, his godfather. He respects Peter Odili so much. So, well, I will put eyes on that to see. Please like our videos, share them. Don't forget to watch till the end. I would urge you to always drop a comment for us in the comment section. I want those comments to, I want those comments to hit 500 comments, 700 comments, 800 comments, 1K comments. We can get there, all right? We can get there. I want to challenge all our viewers. Please, come on, drop comments, all right? Like the videos and then share them to everybody around you so that they can hear these things that are going on. At least if everybody is armed with information, then we could know the perspective we could take the country back from. All right. Thank you so much. Please see you next time. From our table here, we're calling it quits. Bye.